Hi, my name is Ishaan Bharadwaj. I'm an eco ambassador from Millburn, New Jersey. When I learned the definition of microplastics, I thought, why is everyone so on top of microplastics? If they're smaller, aren't they better because they're not big and clogging up the ocean? I was completely wrong. Microplastics are worse than macroplastics because they're in the oceans, they're on land, and they're even in the air we breathe. But that's not all. They're in the water we drink. But that's not possible, right? Because if the water gets filtered, shouldn't the water get purified? So, what are microplastics? Microplastics are small particles of plastic that are smaller than 5 millimeters. They're classified into 3 groups: microfibers, microbeads, and microfragments. Microplastics are so small that sometimes they can pass through a filtration process without even being filtered out. Last year, as a part of Eco Ambassadors program, I wanted to understand how big this microplastic problem is. To start with, I tested a sample from my tap water, and guess what? I found microplastics. I collected more and more samples and recorded data from different counties in New Jersey and compared the results. So, I was wondering, if the water gets filtered, then shouldn't the microplastics be gone? Well, here's where my apparatus comes in handy. I made a vacuum suction filtration system at home with a Buckner funnel and a few other things. The whole DIY filtration system cost me about $7 to $8 to make. To collect the microplastics though, I used a filter paper with a pore size of 3 microns. Now, to know if the microplastics were actually collected, I put the filter paper underneath the microscope, and there they were. Tiny microplastic pieces that were unknown to the naked eye that we drink without any clue. So I collected samples from 13 different counties in New Jersey and analyzed the data. But now with this powerful tool called GIS mapping, I can possibly expand my project and extend my research to a much bigger area, and also collaborate and infer from data collected from other regions. I can collect samples and actually have the exact location and create a data visualization using maps. This map is for global fishing activity. In my scenario, for example, if I had 4 counties that had a really high microplastic amount and I visualized where they were, I could predict where a future county could have a high amount of microplastics. In my research, I found some counties have exceptionally high levels of microplastic pollution. Through visualization of data, I can possibly check what the source of water is. Could it be groundwater or surface water that has more microplastics? Other students can also do research in other counties and states so that people can share, view, and analyze their data. And here are some more pictures of the microplastics I found. So, the summer 2021 Eco Ambassador participants will work through the GIS, storytelling, and oceans content with a final goal in mind: to each create an original story made with ArcGIS story maps about ocean threats and conservation. I'm so excited for this summer program, and it can open up so many new paths for you too. Hope to see you there!